hold on, before we get into the video, if you guys are tired of playing My Career, you want your badges fast so you can hit the park ASAP, make sure y'all go hit up my boy Star Grinders on Twitter and IG to get your badges grinded fast, easy, and legit. The #1 trusted badge grinding service in the 2K community. Make sure you tell him that Dunga sent you. Link to his Twitter and IG will be in the description below. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
So here's the problem, y'all. Here's the problem. I see a lot of y'all using the meter. Let me make sure the mic's not too close. I don't want to sound too loud. So, okay, let me fix the phone. Alright, it should be good now. It should be very good. I see a lot of y'all using the meter. It's like, why? You see everybody on this on the court. They be greening up without the meter, but some people still choose to use the meter. Now some of y'all don't know that shooting with the meter is pretty much really inferior than to shoot without it. And because like a lot of y'all use the meter, y'all be complaining that you can't shoot. You try to go with different jump shots. You try to do different things. You try to throw a boost on, but none of that matters because you still got the meter on. You see, look at my guy with the meter on. He's not going to be able to do nothing for me on the team because he has his meter on. And unless you're like a god with the meter on, which is very rare and pretty much is non-existent, you're going to struggle with the meter. It's getting to the point where people just letting you shoot if you have the meter on. They're not gonna really see you as a threat because they're gonna think you're a casual. Now, how to shoot without the meter, y'all? It's pretty easy. First, you want to get a good jump shot base. You need a good jump shot base, and I'm gonna give y'all like 3 right now. I use Dwayne Wade, which is pretty good, Paul George, and jump shot 107 as a good base. You know what I'm saying? You see I'm green right there. That's 107 right there. That's the video I made previously. But hey, I made that a video on that previously about just last video I made a video of jump shot 107. Go check that out. But anyway, y'all see how I was greening up, and it's not even, you know, it's just practice. All of it is practice and learning your jump shot. And the thing about like current gen, I made this video on current gen, but next gen is different because now finding your cue for your jump shot is more difficult because there's no vibration. 2, even though that's pretty not really that important, there's no my court to practice in. So you gotta go to the Gatorade training facility, rent out the court, and hope to find a free one just to practice on your jump shot, which I don't understand why, you know, Ronald and Mike Wang took out the game. Now people are not going to go out their way just to practice a jump shot because it's going to take too much effort. You know what I'm saying? But that affects how people shoot. That affects how people, like, you don't want to go practice. You're not going to be as good shooting anyway. You have to buy boosts and all that. It's just so much that goes into it. But the most important thing is to learning your jump shot and sticking with it. Do not go change your jump shot after a game or 2 of bad shooting. That's not how it works. You have to just stay consistent. You have to find one that you really like, and you just have to go practice. Now, one of the things I do to, you know, time my jump shot, right? You know, I try to find the cue. That's really the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing about this year, well, I'm not gonna say this year because it's the same year as current gen and next gen, is that every jump shot cue is different, as you know. And the way I would find it is to have my vibration on and just shoot in the micro, but you can't do that this year. So this year I usually just found myself going off of feeling, you know, how the jump shot looks. So, you know, to give y'all a more clear understanding, I'm gonna just go into we can't call it the micro no more because 2K took it out. We gotta call it the Gatorade training facility, or the Gatorade facility, which I don't know why they took it out. But you see, I'm shooting in, you know, this little area right here, the Gatorade facility. I'm gonna go into depth about how to time your shot. You know, you want to get a good base first. You see how I green that? The cue, find the cue. It's all, and finding the cue is gonna be twice as hard. It's gonna be twice as hard because your green window is not that big. You know, when you turn the meter on, you see that little black line in the middle that you have to hit, to get that green. Yes, that's why people do not use the meter, because it is so small. Even if you hit it on the nose, if you hit it on the nose, this is how broken the shot meter is, by the way. If you hit it right on the nose, right on the line, it's off automatically. You're not hitting that shot. If it's not green and you hit it on the nose, it's off. It's off. I know people who use the meter. I know you hit it right on the nose, but it's not green. It's not green. It's an off shot automatically. So you see how I'm like, watch me grab the ball, go back to my shot, and look. For this jump shot, the cue is right before I flick. Right before I flick, my arms go above my head and I'm ready to flick. As soon as I'm getting ready to flick with that little forward motion, release the ball. Release the ball. Then it's going to be green. That's how I found my cue. Some people say, okay, as soon as my guy feet leave the ground, then release the ball, because that's going to be my cue.
Hold on.
I found my cue to look for. But I don't use that often. I don't go off of that because there's no vibration. So I just say, okay, I'm going to just get used to this muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? Because muscle memory is a thing. I use muscle memory to time my jump shot, and it's mostly green. Use your muscle memory. Okay, this is when I release the ball. And it's different for like every other jump shot. So you got to go here and practice it and find it for each and every one of the shots that you equip. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they took out the vibration, but I don't know. I could be wrong, but I have my vibration on my controller settings, and actually went to my game settings on PS5 and make sure that vibration is on too. They took everything out. There's no vibration in the game. Well, that's for shooting. That little trigger effect thing, whatever, that makes my R2 button all tight. Like I don't like that. I take that off. I think every good player is gonna take that off. Like I'm trying to sprint, and my R2 button is fighting back. I'm like, yo, why are you fighting me back? It's not a good feature at all. Unless you're playing some like adventure game on the PS5 and just chilling. Then it's an amazing feature. But for competitive multiplayer games like 2K, Madden, Call of Duty, no. You don't want that. It's gonna hinder you. You're not gonna like it. You know, when you first start shooting without the meter, you just want a simple jump shot, simple one motion jump shot. You don't want these difficult Larry Bird flicks. You're not gonna be greeting like that. You don't want that type of jump shot. You just want a simple one motion jump shot just to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? And if you need to turn on the meter just to see when you're like it's time to release, try to find a cue by turning on the meter and say, okay, when the bar reaches the middle, which is the green window, right? The middle is the green window. What is my player doing? Is he jumping? Is he like, what is he doing in an animation? Is he flicking his wrist when he reaches that little climax point? What is he doing to find out when I'm supposed to release it when the meter's off? So that's basically practicing with the meter on to use it with the meter off, and it still works, by the way. That's basically the same thing as finding your vibration, you know what I'm saying? But this time you're gonna have to do it another way, because I don't know why 2K took it out. They're just trash for that. That helps so many people get used to this shot. It's like, come on now. But it's all about practice, repetition, and all that. If you can get that down and you have patience, you're gonna be a-okay. I promise you, you're gonna be okay. But for the people that don't watch this whole video and they going, I know I'm gonna have people in the comment section like, yo, get to the point. I know I'm saying, if you don't watch the whole video, you're not gonna understand what I'm saying, and that's fine. They let those people be them. You know what I'm saying? For my real ones who watch the whole video, you're gonna get better. You're gonna know how to release your jump shot. You're gonna be like that guy right there. You see him greening up. You're not gonna green up on every shot. Like I said, pick one jump shot and stay with it consistently and keep using it. That's all you have to do. But I'm pretty much done. I said what I have to say. I'm gonna get out of here. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and make sure you go green up in that park, man. Just go crazy. Become a god, man. Become a god.